And now, from Racer's Garage, it's time for Racer Records. Rock and roll JoePardy. Joining us this week, from the VC channel The Embryonic Robot, please welcome Brian. From the VC channel Mark Morris, please welcome Mark. And from the VC channel The Vinyl Martini, please welcome Jack. And thanks for being with us in the studio audience. And now, here is the host of Rock and Roll JoePardy, Racer Joe.
It's always fun watching you guys because I can still see you down on the bottom. Watch your little avatars come up. I hope nobody ever takes offense. It's because it's only meant to be part of the promo. So I hope everybody's good with their avatars. So
I look better in the avatar.
I do too. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Yeah, exactly. Gentlemen, first off, thank you so much for joining me for this episode. And I don't say the number of episodes because I'm not sure when I'm going to play this because I've recorded a few now and I'm just putting it up. So this episode of Rock and Roll JoePardy, thank you so much. Appreciate it taking a little bit of time. And we're going to have some fun. We're going to enjoy ourselves. And if we get things wrong, well, I won't get anything wrong because I'm asking the questions. But if you guys get things wrong, it is what it is. Joining us for this afternoon, this evening, this morning's game, whenever you watch this. We'll start off at the top is our good friend Brian, the Embryonic Robot. Brian, how are you today?
Very good, thank you.
Awesome. We'll get a little more contestant chat later on, and we'll talk about the charities as well. Also joining us for this episode is Jack of the Vinyl Martini. Jack, thank you very much for joining me today.
My pleasure, Joe.
Really appreciate it. And the man with the good-looking beard, Mark Morris. Stop worrying about your beard. You look awesome. You look great. So thank you for coming.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Like I said, we'll chat a little bit more about your channels later on. We'll chat about your charities later on. But for right now, we might as well just get into it. We will add the board to the stage. We'll get everybody in their correct spots, which I think they are, actually. Look at that. I think I did that right the very first time.
Jim. First try.
I think everybody's in the right place. Yeah, they are. Excellent. Good. All right. So with that said, I think, and I'm not positive, that Brian was logged in first. So that is how we decide who goes first around here. So that is what we're going to do. A few quick things to clear up. You don't have to answer in the form of a question. If you do, great, but you don't have to. We don't take points away for that, or you don't get the answer wrong. I will enable the buzzers as soon as I finish reading the question, other than if it's a picture category, which I will let you know for sure. And then as soon as you see the picture, you're able to hit your buzzer and answer. So without further ado, let's see what our categories are in the first round. First up is Double Double, bands or songs with the same word twice. I think that'll be fairly self-explanatory. Next up is Finish the Lyric. Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus. Popular songs that start right off with the chorus is the third category for today. So Much More Than a Great Pair of Legs. That is the entire category about Tina Turner. For those that were questioning a great pair of legs, it's not mine, it's Tina's legs. So I don't think that was confusing anybody, but that's okay. Hey, You Can't Say That. Hit songs with profanity in them. You won't have to have any profanity. I may, but and Women Who Shred, great female guitar players. So that is our first categories in the first round. And again, just by the fact that he was here first, we're going to let Brian go first. So Brian, where would you like to start, sir?
Let's do Double Double for 200.
Double Double 200. All right, here we go. Born out of the new romantic scene in Birmingham in the early 80s, this Hungry Like the Wolf band is perhaps the most successful of the double uppers. Brian.
Duran Duran.
Duran Duran is correct. Yes, that's right. So now we get the idea, not that you didn't get the concept of the category before, but that is what it's going to be. So, Brian, you got that one correct. You are up, sir. Where would you like to go?
Well, let's go Double Double for 400.
For 400, okay. One of the most iconic new wave bands of all time and one of the most successful all-female groups with their debut album, The Beauty and the Beat. Brian.
Go-Go's.
That is the Go-Go's. Yes, correct. The Go-Go's, yes. All right. Where to, sir?
Let's keep going. Double Double for 600.
All right. Here we go. While the group only received moderate success in England, they were relatively popular around the world thanks to tracks such as Life's What You Make It and It's My Life. Brian.
Talk Talk.
That is Talk Talk. Correct. Not a lot of albums, but some very, very good albums, right?
I agree.
Sonically nice and good as well. So, okay. Next one.
Double for 800.
All right, here we go. Spoken like a true Canadian. Let's be fair. If you were ever going to try and make a band's name impossible to Google, this soul mining band is the most perfect name possible. Brian.
The.
Correct. That is the. Yes.
I knew that was going to be there, and I knew Brian was going to get to it before me.
Everybody's buzzer seems to be working, though, correct? Brian's maybe just a little quicker than everybody?
Yeah, he's just a little quicker.
Okay. You're just giving him a false sense of security, right?
Yeah, that could be it.
There we go. All right. Finish it off.
Yeah, I can't even see that. Is there 1,000 or?
Oh, yes, there is 1,000. Sorry. Here, let me get rid of that. Let me get rid of the header there. How's
okay,
that?
well,
That's
let's do it. $1,000 double. 1,000
Okay.
points double. Yeah.
1,000 for double. Here we go. When this band burst onto the scene in 2008 with their debut record, We Started Nothing. They were We Started Nothing. They were considered to be saviors of the indie dance music scene.
One for Jack.
The indie dance music scene is Jack's category, is it?
Yeah.
That's the Ting Tings. I'm not sure if
Never even heard
That's
of
Not My Name was the one big song from them. So
Never heard of them.
there you go. All right. So he didn't quite run the category, but he did pretty well. Brian, your choice still, please, sir.
Let's go Women Who Shred for 200.
Women Who Shred for 2. Okay, here we go. So this is a picture category. So as soon as you guys are able to see the picture, the buzzers will activate, basically once I hit the button. So here we go. I just need to know who the female guitar player is. Here we go. Mark.
Is that Stevie Nicks?
Incorrect.
Okay.
Melissa Etheridge. Melissa Etheridge.
Incorrect. Brian, going to take a shot?
No, I don't know.
All right.
Just a 200, Brian. Go ahead.
It's an old picture, but it's Nancy. So
Right.
It is an older picture, obviously, not just because it was black and white, but it's fairly early. But yes, that was Miss Wilson from Heart. So where to?
Women Who Shred for 400.
Okay, here we go. Remember we talked about Alice Cooper knowledge earlier? That's Nita Strauss, one of Alice's guitar players, but she's been with them for quite a while now. So yeah, that's who that was. All right. This category's going well. What the heck? Where are we going?
Let's get out of here. Finish the lyric for 200.
Finish the lyric for 200. Okay, and back to I'll enable the buzzers. Here we go. I just need you to finish the lyric. Mamas, don't let your babies. Jack.
Be cowboys.
They're going to give you that one. Grow up to be cowboys. But yes,
Oh.
that judges will give you that one. Let's see here. 1 second. Yeah, judges are fine. They say it's good. So we're good. Let's put that back up. Okay, so Jack, it's your choice, please, sir. Where would you like to go?
Same category for 400, please.
All right, finish the lyric for 400. Here we go. What a drag it is. Brian.
Getting old.
Correct.
Sort of.
Mother's Little Helper, the Rolling Stones. Yeah, it's actually not that bad getting old, but according to Mick at the time, it was. So, yeah. Yeah. All right. Brian, you're back in control. Where would you like to go, sir?
Well, finish the lyric for 600.
600. Okay, here we go. There's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his. Brian.
Tonic and gin.
Billy Joel on the Piano Man. That is correct.
This Brian is quick on the buzzer, man.
It does help a little bit to be quick on the buzzer because I'm fairly certain you all knew that one. But where to,
Finish the
Brian?
lyric for 800.
For 8. Okay, here we go. You said you didn't give a F about hockey, and I never. Brian.
Heard anyone say that before?
Yeah, it helps a little bit to be a Canadian in this part. Mark, sorry. Well,
thanks a lot, guys.
Yes, that's from a Tragically Hip song. Fireworks, right? Yeah, Fireworks. There you go. So that might have been the impetus for this category. I heard that song and I thought I should do songs I should do that for lyrics. But anyway, I digress. Where to, sir?
Well, let's finish that one for 1,000.
All right. Finish the lyrics for 1,000. Here we go. Yo, I told you. You can't touch this.
Oh,
Nah. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the dance. I have the pants, but I'm not gonna do the dance. So anyway, yes, that was Mr. Hammer. Okay, so we've got 3 and a bit of categories left. Where would you like to go, Brian?
how about hey, you can't say that for 200.
Okay, again, this is songs with profanity in them. I need the title of the song if I remember my writing correctly. So here we go. The lone F-bomb in this Pearl Jam 1992 hit is delivered with spite and vitriol, like singer Eddie Vedder is embodying the bullies who plagued Jeremy Wade Dell, the real-life 15-year-old who inspired the song. Brian.
Jeremy.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let me fix that because you got that. That was for 100, right? Yes, Jeremy. And then there's the lyric that it's in. But I can adjust that. So I'm going to give you the 100 points. 100 points. Oh no, was that 2? No, that was
50.
4.
it was 50. Yeah, exactly. Here, hold on a second. Let me get to the next. I think that was for 100, right? No, that was for 2. That's right. There is no 100. Never mind. Okay, now we're good. I get that wrong every time. All right. So judges we're gonna give you that one. But where would you like to go next, please?
Hey, you can't say that for 400.
All right, here we go. Guns N' Roses may not have been rich in the early part of 1987, but they were certainly becoming a must-see act on their Sunset Strip. This song reflects the effortlessness which the band was suddenly meeting women. Mark.
Paradise City?
Incorrect.
Mother of pearl.
There might be some swearing in that one too, but it's a different one. That was It's So Easy. So from the same album, but yes, and then there is the lyric with the F-bomb in it. So that was a long question. Sorry about that. I got to learn to shorten these questions up a little bit. But okay, where to, Brian?
Hey, you can't say that for 600.
All right, here we go. Radiohead was always offered a voice to outcasts, making heady artists rock that never conformed to any mainstream style or fad. It's ironic then that the band's breakthrough outsider anthem was also their biggest commercial hit. Sorry, guys, that was worded poorly. Mark.
Creep?
Correct. Mark is back to 0. Good. That was the longest friggin' question again. I apologize. I tried to cut these down, but you got the gist of it. That was the longest question that you probably would have known right off the bat. But anyway.
I'm just happy to be at 0, Joe.
Happy to be at 0. Yeah, there you go. All right. Everybody's out of the hole. Well, not in the hole anyway. So we're good. We're good. And Mark, it's now your choice. So where would you like
dear
to go?
God. Hey, you can't say that for 800.
All right. Hey, you can't say that for 8. Here we go. In a career overflowing with classic songs, this Who ranks among their most memorable? Pete Townsend wrote the tune after a night of drinking with members of the Sex Pistols. Brian,
Who are you?
who are you? That is correct.
Oh, man.
Yes,
Good.
that is correct. And you're back in control. Where would you like to go, sir?
Well, let's finish that category for 1,000.
All right, we're going to finish off for 1,000. Here we go. SoCal Punk's The Offspring captured the insanity of road rage in this 1994 single. According to the band's guitarist Noodles, the song, which chronicles the fury of a man who resorts to gun violence in response to rude drivers. That was from the same album as Pretty Fly for a White Guy. It wasn't one of the bigger hits, or was it? I can't remember. Anyway, it's the part at the end where he kind of starts going off on the guy. So, yeah. All right. So that's that category out of the way. Where would you like to go now?
I feel I have to get one of these women who shred correctly. So let's do that for 600.
All right. Women who shred for 6. Here we go. Again, picture one. So as soon as you guys can see it, you're good to go. That was Samantha Fish, blues player, if I remember correctly. I don't know that I necessarily know a lot of her music, but Samantha Fish was that one. Where to, sir?
Oh, 800 for women who shred.
All right. We're going to get one of these. We are. Here we go. Maybe this one. I thought maybe the purple guitar would help, but that's Wendy of Wendy and Lisa of the Revolution, Prince and the Revolution. That was Wendy Melvoin of Wendy and Lisa, as I said. So finish it off or where?
We might as well finish it off.
All right, finish it off. Last one. This is the one. This is the one someone's going to get. Here we go. That was Sister Rosetta Tharpe. Yeah. So.
Oh, Lord. I'm embarrassed.
Tough category.
Okay, so we're done with that category. So we have got, what do we got? We've got Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus, and so much more than a great pair of legs. So Tina Turner, or where do you want to go?
Don't Bore Us, Get to the Chorus, 200.
Okay, here we go. Again, songs that start with the chorus. And I'll need the song, please. Here we go. Dee Snider and his heavily made-up bandmates in Twisted Sister were never really ones for subtlety. As such, this song tells you right out front what the band intended to do. Jack.
We're not going to take it.
Incorrect. Kind of the other hit. I Want to Rock right off the start, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yep. Brian, where would you like to go, sir?
400 for that category.
400 that category. Okay, here we go. Of all the British new wave bands to invade the U.S. during the 1980s, one of the most revered remains Tears for Fears. The appreciation for songs like Mad World and Everybody Wants to Rule the World, and this arguably their biggest hit. Brian.
Shout.
Correct. Starts off right away with Shout. I think there's a little bit of keyboard before it maybe, but yes, exactly. All right, where to, sir?
Let's get to the chorus for 600.
Here we go. Looking to strike out on her own right before she had to return to her day job in Fleetwood Mac for the Mirage album, Stevie Nicks conjured her devilish spell and created Belladonna, and it produced this monster hit about coming of age. Brian.
The Edge of 17.
Correct. Is The Edge of 17. Yes. All right.
Well, let's keep going.
Okay.
800.
800. Here we go. Bob Marley did do this, but he didn't kill the deputy. Brian.
I shot the sheriff.
That's right. But you did not kill the deputy. All right. Finish that one?
Finish it off, yeah.
All right, here we go. 4,000. Don't bore us, get to the chorus. 4,000. Though some chorus songs had an instrumental start, this started off with the chorus at the 0.01 mark, and it was a big hit for Journey. That was Any Way You Want It. Okay, so another successful category complete. So, Tina Turner, but where would you like to go?
I'll start at the bottom, 200. Let's start at 200.
Okay, 200, Tina Turner. So much more than a great pair of legs. Songwriter Holly Knight wrote this song in 1989 with British pop singer Paul Young in mind. However, when Young passed on the offer, Tina recorded it, and it was one of her best. Simply the best.
I believe that's $1,000.
Yeah. Simply the best. There you go. Okay. In order, or where would you like to go?
Yeah, let's go in 400. Yeah.
All right, 400. Here we go. One of her favorite films was The Road Warrior in 1981. So she was particularly thrilled to be cast as Auntie Entity in this movie from the series. Mark.
Thunderdome.
That is correct. Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome
Okay.
from 1985. Yes. Very good. Okay. Where would you like to go?
600, please.
600. Okay. 600 in More Than a Great Pair of Legs. As part of her divorce settlement from this artist, Tina Turner retained songwriter royalties from songs she had written. She also kept her 2 Jaguar cars, furs, and jewelry along with her stage name. Jack.
Ike Turner.
Ike Turner. That is correct. Yes.
Man.
There you go. Everybody's on the board. Where would you like to go, Jack?
Let's go for let's same category 800.
Same category 8. Okay. That's our first daily double in the first round of JoePardy. So you have got 400, but you can wager up to 1,000 if you like, because that's the max in the category.
Well, I'm going to just wager 400.
Just 400. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
So 400, and this one is just going to be for Jack. Here we go. On November 25th, 1967, Tina Turner appeared on the second cover of this magazine, which made her both the first Black artist and the first woman to do so. Here we go.
I'm going to say Life magazine.
That is incorrect. It was, in fact, Rolling Stone magazine.
I didn't know it was,
Really?
I didn't think they were publishing that earlier.
Yeah. Back to 67. So, all right. Still on the board, still your choice, but there's only one left. So here we go. Everybody's ready? One more. This was Tina Turner's legal name. She was born under that name on November 26, 1939 in Brownsville, Tennessee. That was Miss Anna Mae Bullock, was Tina's original name. So that is going to do it for the first round. Mark's got 400, Brian's got 6,400, and Jack is out of the hole with 0 at the moment. That means he is going to go first in the next round. We're just going to take a quick break. Everybody hang on. We'll be right back. All right. Brand new sponsor on the channel, beerandvinyl.com. You can get yourself some fantastic gear with Alex's logo on it. And, and then when you're watching all his great videos, you can wear the gear as well. So congrats to Alex. It's not quite live yet because this, I think it's going to be live the day after this debuts. So depends when you see this, it may or may not be live, but just go to beerandvinyl.com. Anyway, gentlemen, again, great first round. Everybody's doing well. Everybody's having fun. We're doing okay. Brian, tell us a little bit. Most people watching this already know about the channels, but tell us a little bit about Embryonic Robot and what's going on your channel, if you would, please.
Boy, what a question. I mean,
yeah.
The channel's been around for, I guess, 4 years now, just over 4 years. And I just do the usual thing, like nothing. I don't have any sort of, it's just threads and stuff that I find, things like that. And what's going on? I did the hat thread the other day, which is cool. Here's something that's interesting. I appeared on on James Griffiths' channel. I don't know if you guys know him, James Griffiths over in the UK. We did a deep dive into an album the other day that's been posted. So upcoming, I'll just have, I don't know, I've been having kind of sort of a busy time recently. So I've been just doing threads mostly. So we'll see what happens next week. I might have some recent finds. I might just have, jump on another thread or so. We'll see how it goes.
Sure. That's awesome. That's great. Also, let me do this. Let's bring this up. And bear with me. There it is. I meant to get to your sponsor. So tell us a little bit, not your sponsor, your charity, pardon me. Tell us a little bit about your charity, if you would, please.
Right. So this is Celiac Canada. It used to be known as the Canadian Celiac Association. That's why there's CCA on the left there. But they are the Canadian organization promoting understanding and raising funds for the treatment of celiac disease, which I'm afflicted with. Don't worry, it's not a life-threatening thing. As long as I avoid gluten, I'll be totally fine. But it is an irritant, and they're an advocacy group. They've recently lobbied the federal government for better clarity around tax deductions and that sort of thing. So it's a worthwhile organization, and I've been sort of following them, if you will, or paying attention to what they're doing for 25 years now. So That's what I chose. Something personal to me. So that's why I chose that.
Perfect. That's wonderful. Thank you. So the show will be donating, but if there's anybody out there watching, you'll be able to head to it. I'll have the links to everybody's charity, where links go after the show is on. So you can also go and donate to all of these fine charities. Jack, let's tell the folks a little bit about the Vinyl Martini. I think you've got a couple of new ones. Did you do the hat thread too? I can't remember if I saw you. I think you did, right? Yeah.
I did the hat. Yes. I've been on for 4 years as well. Probably started around the same time as Brian. And I just do the regular stuff that everybody does. I show my recent pickups. I do a lot of threads. I like doing threads because then I don't have to really think about coming up with my own ideas. So that's a lot of fun. Gonna do one. I guess my next video will be for Vinyl Richie. I think putting my head to that one. And I've done nearly 200 videos, which to me is just absolutely amazing. I'm coming up to 195, 196. So that's my goal, to do at least 200.
That's awesome. That's great. It's just fun for anybody that's watching. Just make sure you check out everybody's channel. And it's just a ton of fun. We have a lot of fun when we do these videos and these things that we do. Tell everybody a little bit about your charity as well, please.
Mustard Seed is a food bank here in town. They've been around for at least 30 years. I make donations every year. I had a contest once for my 3rd year anniversary, where the prize was not a gift card for the winner. It was a donation made in the vinyl community's name to the Mustard Seed. When my kids were older and they're in their late teens, they had jobs and stuff, we decided as a family to not spend money on gifts. We were going to make a donation in the family's name and just do some small gifts. So I've been involved with them for a long time, and I'm a strong supporter of food banks, because they're not just for homeless people or people without jobs. They're for working people that may be making minimum wage and finding the food costs are just too much for them. So it's a little bit of an outlet for them.
Yeah, no, this is the fifth group of people, and I think at least one person in every group has had a food bank because it's just so important, and it's just something that we all need to work on and make it better. And it's easy. Sometimes it's hard maybe to make a donation somewhere, but it's always very easy to make a donation at your local food bank. So thank you for that. Mr. Morris, how are you doing? Your beard, like I said, your beard is looking fantastic. You were worried about it. I think it looks fantastic.
It looks pretty white.
What's going on Mark Morris? There's no channel name. It's just, we named it.
Yeah, it started out 2 years ago as rediscovering the Beatles, but about after 6 months, I decided I wanted to talk more than just about the Beatles. I still have I call it a Beatles-centric kind of core, but what I've noticed and what I've been kind of telling people now, I noticed I gravitate towards all the stuff I listened to when I was growing up. The stuff I talk about is mostly from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. There's other things too, but I noticed that I tend to go back to that. So there's a lot of that in there. I'm looking forward to doing Vinyl Richie's contest that I'm hoping to get up before the end of this weekend. But I got lots of ideas. I just finding time to do it.
Yeah, that's all it ever comes down to, is for all of us just to find the time to do the things that we do. But we have a lot of fun doing it, as mentioned. So tell us a little bit about your charity, please.
Okay, Alzheimer's Disease International. It's exactly what it says. It's an international organization looking for prevention and treatment of Alzheimer's, dementia-related diseases. My grandmother was the first one I ever knew to have it, and it was horrific. And then my mother died with it, and then my brother died with it, and then my other brother, he's in the midst of it now, and my sister just got she's in the early stages, and they even have a little concern about me, but I'm still doing fine, as you can tell by this contest. But it's a very worthwhile organization, and they're making advances all the time. Even between the years, between my mother and my brother, there's just a lot more advances, and so that is why I went with that.
Perfect. That's wonderful. Yeah, I think we've all been touched by, I know I've got 2 or 3 or 4 instances of family or friends, parents of friends, things like that. So all very worthy charities, folks. Again, the show is going to donate to each one. And if you're out there and you're watching, make sure you do as well. So, all right, let's get the board back up and let's get to the right screen and let's get everybody in the right place, which they are. And we'll add the board back in, or at least I'll get there in a second. Bear with me. I got to be director and host all at the same time. So there we go. All right. Okay. Let us move on to round 2. Jack is going to pick first because he's just a little bit behind. So Jack's going to go first. But let's start off with our categories in round 2. You guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see the board. Okay, here we go. First up is new metal. I'm not sure if that's a category that will be popular with everyone, but it came up and we wrote the category, and you can either get it out of the way early or save it till the end, one or the other. Odd duets. I'll give you the song. You need to tell me the duet that the 2 performers that are in it sing it. You know what I mean? That looks like Weird Al. Name the parody song based on the photo of Al. So
I lost it. JoePardy.
Yeah, that's right. I don't think that one's in there. I'm not positive if it is or not, but it could very well could be. So it's a clip. It's a little bit of a still from one of his videos, and again, I think fairly self-explanatory. Dollar bills, songs about money. Pet sounds. These are all songs with animal noises on them, in them, whatever you want to consider it. Not the anniversary of Pet Sounds coming out again, which it is. But anyway, I digress. And lastly, I want my muted MTV. It's going to be a clip from a video, but no music. So that way I don't get a strike. but I think it'll all be self-explanatory. I think we're going to find out right now because we're going to start round 2, and Jack is going to pick first for us. Where would you like to go, Jack? Okay, I believe that we have got our issues dealt with, so we're good to go. Jack is back, and it's Jack's choice to where we're going to go. Where would you like, sir?
Can I see the board, please?
Oh, yeah, right. Never mind. That's my bad. That's my bad. I was worried about getting you back, and there's the board. So, new metal, odd duets, looks like Weird Al, dollar bills, pet sounds, or I want my muted MTV.
Let's try odd duets for 400, please.
Odd duets for 400. All right. Again, I'll give you the song. You need to tell me who the artists are, please. Here we go. Say, say, say. Brian.
Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney.
Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney. That is correct. Yes.
Dirty dog.
His buzzer strategy hasn't worked yet. It's not working yet, but he's still working on it, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Brian, your choice, please.
Well, let's keep odd duets for 800.
Odd for 800. Here we go. You got the look. Brian.
Prince and Sheila E.
Incorrect. Mark.
Is it Prince and Apollonia?
Also incorrect. Jack, you want to give it a shot?
I am not the biggest Prince fan, so I'm just going to leave that.
So you had the initials correct, but Sheena Easton, not Sheila E. So yes. Yeah. There you go. All right. Okay. So, Brian, your choice still, please.
Well, despite that, let's do odd duets for 1200.
For 12? Okay, regardless of that, sure. Stan. That was Eminem and Dido. Not a massive hit, but a fairly big hit, I think. So, where to, Brian?
I want my muted MTV for 400.
Okay. So again, this is a little clip of a fairly well-known video, and as soon as you guys can see it, you can ring in because your buzzers will be active. So here we go. I want my muted MTV for 400. Mark.
Michael Jackson, Thriller.
Correct. That was Thriller from Michael Jackson. There you go. All right. Back out of the hole. You're good to go. And it's your choice, please.
Let's go. I want my muted MTV 800.
Okay. Here we go. Mark.
Bruce Springsteen, Dancing in the Dark.
That is correct. That was Bruce Springsteen and Dancing in the Dark. Yes.
Next
And your choice, please.
I want my muted MTV 1200.
For 12. Here we go. That was Beyonce. And all the single ladies, if you want, you put a ring on it, or I can't remember exactly, but that's what that was. So, but Mark, it is still your choice, please.
Let's do. I want my muted MTV for 1600, please.
Okay, here we go for 16.
Oh, Lord.
Brian.
Prince, When Doves Cry.
Correct. Yes, that is correct. It's not the all Prince category, but it sure seems that way, doesn't it? I mean, it comes up every once in a while. That happens when I'm writing stuff. I get into a mindset, I think. I'm not sure, but with that said, Brian, it is now your choice, please.
Well, let's finish that category for 2000.
All right, here we go. I want my muted MTV for 2000. And all the girlies say I'm pretty fly for a white guy.
Oh, man.
That was The Offspring. Well, we did okay in that category. We got a couple right in that one. So, Brian, your choice, please, still.
Let's go for dollar bills for 400.
Dollar bills for 4. These are songs about money. Here we go. This song was written by George Harrison and John Lennon with the intent of protesting the UK's progressive taxes. Mark.
The Beatles, Taxman.
There's always a little extra pressure when, in theory, you're the expert on the band to get it correct, and you did. Yes, very nice. So that's correct. That was Taxman. Where to, Mark?
Dollar bills, 800.
Dollar bills, 8. Here we go. This was the band's second single from Arrival in 1976. And the ABBA-inspired film Mamma Mia, Meryl Streep's character Donna performs it about keeping her business open. Brian.
Money by ABBA.
In fact, it is 3 times. Yes, that is correct. Money. Yes. Notice I don't sing the answers, which I think I've made a fairly conscious and proper decision. So I also don't sing the clues when it's finished the lyric, but that's just for everybody's. That's for everybody's sake.
We appreciate it, Joe.
I know. I appreciate that you appreciate it. So, where to, Brian?
Well, dollar bills for 1,200.
Okay, here we go for 12. Originally released in 1978 by rock band The Brains, Cyndi Lauper recorded this song for her debut album, She's So Unusual, in 1983. And is one of my favorite from the album, actually. Money Changes Everything. I think it starts off the album, right? Yeah, great song. That's such a good album. I say that every time it comes up. So, okay, with that said, Brian, it is still your choice, please.
Well, let's go for 1,600 dollar bills.
Dollar bills for 16. Here we go. Originally written by Don Schlitz, country singer, songwriter Kenny Rogers recorded a version of this song in 1978. Brian.
The Gambler?
Correct. That is correct, yes. You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Brian, your choice, please, still.
Well, dollar bills for 2,000.
Here we go. British new wave band The Flying Lizards released their cover of the song, originally done by Barrett Strong in 1979. Mark.
Money, That's What I Want.
Correct. With the bracketed part at the end. I would have accepted money as well, but there you go. Yes, that's what I want. So very nice. You got that one. And you're in charge of the board now.
Let's do odd duets for 1,600.
Odd duets for 16. Here we go. Again, I need the 2 singers, please. Old Town Road. That is Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus.
Oh, I can't believe I missed that one.
You'll get it. You'll get it next time.
I won't.
It is odd duets, you know. So
yes.
There is that. Yes. Mark, it's still your choice, please.
Let's do 2,000 for odd duets.
All right, odd duets for 2. Here we go. Little Drummer Boy in a television appearance. Jack.
David Bowie and Crosby.
David Bowie and Bing Crosby. That is exactly correct. Yes, Little Drummer Boy. Very popular. That's one of my wife's favorite all-time Christmas carols, if that can be called a carol. You know what I mean? So,
Have
yes.
you seen the one with Will Ferrell, where they do the exact parody of that song?
I have not seen that, but I have to find that one. That's good. Okay, Jack, out of the not out of the hole, but on the board. So where would you like to go? Because it's your choice, please, sir.
Let's do Pet Sounds for 400.
Okay, Pet Sounds, songs with animal noises in them. Here we go. Pet Sounds for 4. This is the final heartbreaking song on Pet Sounds, Brian Wilson's most expressive and wildly creative album for the Beach Boys. But as a grand finale, it's a little downbeat. Thankfully, a clip of a train passing and some barking dogs was included right at the very end, which seemed to round things off nicely.
Americana Sam's gonna hate us.
Yeah, Sam would have known that one probably. Yes, that is Caroline. Caroline apostrophe no by the Beach Boys. All right. Didn't get that one, but your choice still, pardon me, your choice still, Jack.
Do Pet Sounds for 800, please.
Pet Sounds for 8. Here we go. Daily double time. So you've got 2,000. You can wager 2,000. How much would you like to wager, sir?
Wager 1,000.
1,000. All right. So this one, just for Jack, 1,000 points on the line. Here we go. Sometimes animals are added to songs to underline a dramatic point, which is what happened at the beginning of Jane's Addiction's rowdy ode to the joys of petty pilfering.
I don't have a clue.
No idea. No.
No.
That was Been Caught Stealing. It. You can hear the dogs barking at the start, so that's that one. But you did not get that correct. However, still your choice, please, because you got the last one correct. Not that one, but the last correct one. Sorry.
Let's do Pet Sounds for 1,200.
Sounds 12. Here we go. The Beatles used many innovative musical ideas in their studio work, but their greatest carnival of animals came at the end of John Lennon's dazzled ode to humdrum life based on a cornflakes commercial. Mark.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning is correct. Yes, that's right. I'm trying to picture. I'm trying not picture it because I'm not seeing it, but I'm trying to picture that one, and I can't put that one in my head, even though I wrote the question. Okay, Mark, your choice, please.
Let's do Pet Sounds for 1,600.
Pet Sounds for 16. Here we go. David Byrne snorts like a pig and makes many other animal sounds in the closing of this Talking Heads song. A little bit of a deep cut from.
I cannot believe that's off my favorite Talking Heads album too.
Oh, there you go. Okay, your choice still, Mark.
I don't deserve to go next. Pet Sounds 2,000.
You deserve to go next. Of course you do. Okay, Pet Sounds for 2,000. Here we go. One of the members of Morris Day and the Time makes a monkey noise at the start of this song. That is Jungle Love. Again, if you are a Prince fan, which Jack has established that he is not, or not a big Prince fan, not a Prince fan at all. It's in Purple Rain. It's the other band that they're always battling. Right. That's Morris Day and the Time. So, all right, okay, we're done that one. We've got new metal or looks like Weird Al. So, Mark, where would you like to go?
That looks like Weird Al 400, please.
Okay, and this is a picture category. So again, it's a still from one of his videos. I need to know the name of the video, please. And as soon as you can see it, you can ring in. Here we go. Brian.
Like a Surgeon.
100% correct. Like a Surgeon. That is, yes. That is one of the big ones, I would argue, from Weird. Where to, sir?
800. It looks like Weird Al.
All right, here we go. Mark.
Fat.
Correct. That is that. Yes. Very well done. I'm a Weird Al fan. I always have been. I like the songs. I like the way he does the videos. I just enjoy Weird Al. So again, not that anybody asked me, but you know, what the hell. Where to, Mark?
Let's go for that looks like Weird Al for 1,200.
Here we go. That one was Amish Paradise. His take on Coolio's Gangster's Paradise. All right. Mark, where to, sir?
Let's keep going with 1600.
1600 in the Weird Al. Looks like Weird Al. Here we go. That was The Saga Begins. I can't remember which one that parodies. If that is MacArthur Park, I can't remember for sure. But it's all Star Wars based. So that was him being Anakin, I think. So, yeah. All right. New metal or the last one in that category?
Let's go with Weird Al for 2000.
Weird Al for 2. It was the second daily double in the category. So you've got 5,200. You can wager as much or as little as you like.
Let's do 1,000.
1,000. All right. Again, in the category of looks like Weird Al. Wager set. Here we go. Just for Mark.
I lost at Jeopardy.
Incorrect. That one is Jurassic Park. So yeah. But a good guess. That reminds me of the Cliff Clavin answer. 3 guys who are not in my, who have never been in my kitchen. I don't know if you guys watched Cheers when he went on Jeopardy, but we don't call it Jeopardy. We call it JoePardy. All right, the one that everybody's been staying away from, Mark. It's still your choice. So where would you like to start in this one?
I'm saving the best for last. New metal for 400.
All right, new metal for 4, and we're back to I will activate the buzzers. Here we go. Their debut album, The Sickness, was released in 2000 as a commercial success, mainly due to the singles Down with the Sickness and Stupefy.
Jack one for sure.
Wow.
That was Disturbed, David Draymond and company, the guys that did the remake of the Simon and Garfunkel song that is escaping my mind at the moment.
Sounds of Silence.
That's correct. Yes. So
Can I get 1,000 for that?
yeah. All right. 800. Are we doing them in order? What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do 800.
All right, 800. Here we go. After their first 2 albums, Fungus Among Us and Science in 97, they earned mainstream recognition with the release of their 1999 album, Make Yourself. That was Incubus.
Oh, too bad.
Wow.
Yeah. Again, I'm going in the order of the way that I wrote these. And so this just happened to be the category in this episode. So, okay, 1,200?
Yes.
1,200. Yes. All right, here we go. They released their second studio album, The Open Door, in 2006. Co-composed by lead singer Amy Lee and guitarist Terry Balsamo. It received a Grammy nomination and has sold more than 6 million copies worldwide.
You don't have to give us a head start, Jack.
That was Evanescence.
Oh, man.
Amy of Evanescence.
You ever watched my channel, Mark? You ever see me showing any of those records?
Not a lot of that, no.
Can we do 1,600, please?
For 1,600, of course.
I'm feeling good about it.
Here we go. Yeah, I do too. Somebody's getting this one. Here we go. Their commercial breakthrough album, Life is Peachy, in 96. The band first experienced mainstream success with Follow the Leader in 98 and Issues in 1999. Okay, maybe nobody's getting this. That's Korn.
Oh my God, my daughter should be here. She would know these.
She would have known.
That's an Iowa band too. I should know Korn.
Korn, yeah. Freak on a Leash. All right, last one. Here we go, gentlemen. All members of this band are of Armenian descent, either born in Armenia, immigrants, or immigrants themselves. And they played in Toronto last year. System of a Down.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, we got that category out of the way.
Never use that category again.
I won't. Well, it might be good for someone else. Might come
Yes,
on and
it
go, "Oh, I
will
know
be.
all of
It
those."
will be. There's a lot of people out there right now saying those idiots.
Like if, as an example, I think if Trevor was here, Trevor might have done okay. in that
Trevor
category,
is
right?
like he's yelling at the screen now.
He is a little bit at this point. That's right. All right, final Jeopardy left to go. I'm going to show you the category, then you'll wager, then we'll come back and we'll do our answers. So the category in Final Jeopardy is guest artists. So gentlemen, you can place your wagers. We're going to take a real quick break here, and then we'll come back and we'll give you the question. Here we go. All right. Yeah, if you're out there and you're watching this and you're thinking about maybe starting a channel to be cool like these three gentlemen and get your opinions out there and your musical tastes and just to hang out with a bunch of other great people, that is the best part of this, is getting to hang out with guys like you on a day like today, and some of the live streams that we do, and just watching everybody's videos. It's a lot of fun. So if you're out there and you're watching this and you're not familiar with and you have some questions, just again, everybody's channel and everybody's charity is going to be in the links below. All right. So with that said, guest artists is the final Jeopardy category. Good Lord, they're going to find me. Look out. They're going to find me. Guest artist is the final Jeopardy category. Everybody's wager is in. Here is the clue. This guest on Michael Jackson's Beat It is one of the most famous guest spots in history. He famously recorded the blistering guitar solo for the song Free as a Favor and reportedly did it in just 2 takes. Here we go. I know everybody was in early and I didn't need to finish the song, but I loved the song, so I had to finish the song. Maybe not so much. All right. Okay. So again, the question one more time is, this guest on Michael Jackson's Beat It is one of the most famous guest spots in history. He famously recorded the blistering guitar solo for the song Free as a Favor, reportedly knocking it out in just 2 takes. So let's start off with Jack. Jack is going to go first. He's got 1,000, and let's see what Jack put. That is Eddie Van Halen. I'm giving you that. So that's typos. Typos we live with around here. That's no problem. The judges are going to give you that one. So Eddie Van Halen is correct. Yes, on Beat It, if I remember correctly, was the song. And Jack wagered 1,000 points, so he's going to double his score. It's going to put him at 2,000. So that's great. Now, up next is Mark. Mark, what did you put? Mark also put Eddie Van Halen, and Mark wagered 200 points. So we're going to give Mark his 200. It's going to keep him in second spot for now. Brian had a little bit of a lead going into final Jeopardy. Let's see what Brian put. Brian also put Eddie Van Halen. That is, of course, as we have now established, correct. Let's see what he wagered. He's going to add another 500 points to his total. And with that said, our champion for today is Brian. Thanks. Congratulations.
Well done, Brian.
Very well done.
We all made Final Jeopardy, and we all came up positive.
Exactly. Everybody's got to make Final Jeopardy. And even if you didn't, I still
Jeopardy.
Anyway. Yeah. So, gentlemen, thank you very much. Hope everybody had a fun time.
It was a blast, Joe. I'd encourage anybody.
Thanks for having us, Joe.
Do
Thanks
this.
for doing that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. And if there's anybody out there that would like to be on, as you can see the scroll across the top, just email me and we'll get you on a future episode. Make sure you check out everyone's channel. Also, make sure that you give to the charity. Again, all of that will be in the link place where links go. I'm not going to point down, and now I just did. So there you go. Guys, again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And Brian, we are hopefully working towards a champions tournament. So you are already in, my friend. There you go. So
that's what you get, Brian. That's what
you get. That's right. I'm not sure. Just as long as there's no new metal or women who shred.
There will not be another category of new metal. No, exactly. All right. Again, thanks everyone. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. We're gonna play a little extra. Don't go anywhere for a second. Here we go.
This has been a Racer Records build. Tune in again in 2 weeks for the next exciting round of Racer Records VC game show. Rock and roll, JoePardy.